What's good, people? It's your boy, Icarus Gray. And this is Gray Area Anime. And we're back with another one. But this is a crossover event between the Gotei 3
Say it like Pat, just like that.
Just will.
and Hokage Talk, which is technically just anytime I bring in somebody that is a master of watching or reading.
I am a master.
Of one of the things. Yes, you are definitely a master of watching. But we're doing a crossover event mostly because we want to talk about manga and anime and be able to kind of dive into some different areas that we didn't get to tackle in the first episode of the Gotei 3. So with that, the last thing that we talked about was Devin needed me to explain to him why sports animes are battle mangas.
Please explain.
All right.
Please.
So introduce the character of Luffy.
Okay.
Luffy gets to a point to where he gets Gear 2, right?
Fair enough.
That's the point. You know, you got a new villain, you got a new thing, you gotta go and you gotta train, you gotta do something new. It's way simpler in sports animes. Basically, switch the villain for the next team, the stronger team. Also, place in whichever loss, an early loss, to the training arc. You know, give them a throwaway tournament, which is a throwaway villain or filler that they think is the final tournament that they can do something in. They lose. Then there's training. Then there's the main character learning a new move, a new tactic, a new level up. And then they use that and have to use it in the thing. It's the same thing.
But I have to disagree with that.
The
though.
progression is similar, but I wouldn't say that it's
It's
the
the
same.
story back in that progression. Because I mean, if you
No,
look
I
at
get what you're
Haiku,
saying.
if you look at Haiku, like they were terrible in the beginning. They got good for a good amount of time. Then the people that were on the team that were seniors left, so they went through that transition of being good but not as good.
Which is another sports thing. Like
And
because
but that's also real
but
life.
it's
though.
also because it's kind of like Gurren Lagann.
Okay.
You watched it?
I've watched some of it.
I finished it.
Well, you should have watched enough to where you know the dude you like the most dies, and then
What?
yeah,
The tall,
Spoiler
handsome
alert.
Guy, he
No,
dies.
what?
yeah.
Dang.
little
Only
dude.
for the little dude to then step in and become just
Him.
as great.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Basically,
That's
literally
fair.
just him.
Okay.
So in that, it's the same thing with them. Like, and I've given people the breakdown for sports mangas. I think no, I actually haven't done it on a podcast. Just because they're similar and it's in that same way. I can tell people the different divergence that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
The only sports anime that has surprised me is an anime I watched on Crunchyroll called Run with the Wind.
Okay.
And it's the first slice of life kind of sports thing that I've seen. So it's about like a cross country
Right.
group in college. So this guy comes into college, joins the running team because a guy had seen him running. And what happens throughout the series is they're literally like a lot of them are on their last year. Some of them are.
Mm-hmm.
And normally that's the thing where you see all these different powers, but it's literally just running. And it's about them learning about why they want to do this thing together. They have this goal to kind of do the cross country that's across Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So you would end up having to do like 7 or a 7K or a 10K by yourself, essentially. They were doing all these college tournaments to qualify for this big thing.
Right.
And it just ends up being this thing to where it's like there's no powers. It's just like when he gets into his zone of running, it just like the world kind of falls away. And he's just going. He wants to go faster kind of thing. And it's just really, really cool. Really laid back. I used to work out and watch it. Like with everything that y'all are doing with the 50 miles,
Mm-hmm.
the Nike 50 mile challenge.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee you, if you watch that, you'd probably just start crying at what it is you're doing now.
Man, see, I get it.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. For sports, manga, anime, whatever the case may be,
Right.
It's almost, for me, it's like watching a cross between slice of life and battle almost without powers, which sometimes can get boring for me personally. Because it's like I watch the first 7 episodes and be like, dang, this is pretty dope. And then be like, oh, we just going to keep doing this till they graduate. I don't think I want to see this unless you're giving me like a new form, your hair done grew. You know, like I'm a sucker for new forms. I can't lie. I cannot lie.
It's the shonen thing that pulls us in, especially as guys, because that's who they're marketing to. Well, they're marketing to the 13-year-old us, but
right? And
still, it's not like we changed that much in terms of what satisfies us.
Yeah, that 13-year-old.
But it's like, for me, I've always loved the story because I've watched so much anime, and I've read so much manga. Between the melancholy of Hiro Yui, or God, I'm messing her name up, but it's a really long name.
Okay.
And it's 13 episodes, and it's kind of like scattered all over the place. Like the episodes are technically out of order.
And see, there are a few of those I can get with. Because have y'all watched what is that show called? High Score Girl on Netflix.
I watched some of it. It seemed funny and kind of cute. I haven't gotten.
It's okay.
I heard the end of it was.
I haven't
sad,
finished
it.
I can only imagine. Because I mean, it's like, I don't know, man. It's that one anime or manga every time that can catch you off guard. Like, man, this ain't what I normally watch. Beastars, for instance. I've never watched or read anything like that.
But I'm so used to all of those because I've watched Mysterious Girlfriend X.
What is that?
So I read the manga first before they ever got the manga. So basically, long story short, how I'll spell it out. So there's this girl.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how they always have their weird quirks or fetishes sometimes in their medium. I don't have to explain that to y'all. So here today, or Bob's to the girls here today. So anyway, what happens is there's this girl in class. She falls asleep on her desk. She drools on the desk. This kid comes in, and he's like, "I don't know why, but I want to taste her spit." Really weird. So he does it.
Okay.
Then, like, she wakes up, but I don't think she sees him or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes home and he ends up sick.
You think?
He has like a fever or whatever. And it turns out what he needs is he has to get her spit at least once a day.
So he done took a hit and now he got to hit it every day now.
Basically. But it ends up being like, you know how they are with their relationships. They're real kind of like, if it ain't full on hentai or some other kind of slice of life where they having sex every other chapter,
right?
It's gonna build. So now they're like having this relationship, and like whenever they exchange spit, like she can feel his emotions and what he's thinking about and his feelings, and she's also trying to, okay, I understand that boys kind of want this and this, that, and the third. And then like the whole time you're wondering, like, is she like some weird alien or something? And like she'll do all of this stuff, and it's crazy, but it's really interesting. It's one of the few that I think the anime did a better job than the manga. The manga probably went on like a couple extra chapters too long.
Yeah.
And so they cut all that fat away in the anime.
Interesting.
No.
No, I knew it would be one you wouldn't like. But I've always enjoyed the way they do relationships, because when they do it good, it's fire. Because they build a character, and it's like, this is what college life is like. Like, we didn't have a lot of, like, for those of us who don't want to watch Insecure, like, I'm not saying that just ain't my, like, I don't.
Not your cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea.
Fair enough. I'm not down with Insecure either.
Like, it's an amazing show. I'm just not going to sit down and watch.
Well, I guess I don't know.
Well, and that's the thing.
I just like
too.
TV, though.
I be feeling like
people
make it not okay to like things. Like,
yeah, man,
I just don't. Like, I don't. I hear about some of the storylines and stuff like that, and I don't.
I think some of them is like cool. It's just like I said, it's not like that's not the way in which I want to watch it. Kind of thing. That's all. Yeah. That's all it is. It's not like and that's not a slight. Yeah, like people will make it a slight, but
you
it's
like
not.
What you like, and if I like how the anime you was just talking about, how Pat would never watch it. Maybe I watch 2 episodes and be like, okay. I mean, it's just like
but I've also watched. But
preference.
literally, I
It's
have
fine.
so many because I've also
Yeah.
watched My Roommate is a Cat.
Dang, I thought you was gonna say something else, but what is My Roommate is a Cat?
My Roommate is a Cat is literally this guy. He's an author.
Okay.
And he's a loner. His parents went away and were on a vacation and they died. And all they wanted him to do was, be happy, be himself, get out. But he was a recluse because he wanted to write these stories.
Right.
So he goes out to pay homage to his friends and he ends up stumbling across this kitten.
Mm-hmm.
So for the first half of the episode, you see him take this kitten back and, start to take care of it. Kind of like, well, he's antisocial.
Right.
The second half of the episode ends up being the cat's point of view on everything. And it's just like in this cat's way. And it's cute, it's light, it's not heavy, there's no fighting of any kind. It's just
and
that
you know
kind
what?
of stuff.
That's the thing. And I got a manga I want to talk about after this.
Okay.
But it's different anime watchers. It's people who can watch anime as if they're just watching TV, like this is coming on, and it's people who go for, I know this is what I want to watch, and I know this is what I like.
Right.
Like the My Heroes, Black Clover, or whatever. And it just really depends on who you are, the type of anime that you like. Because if you're one of them people that can watch anime like TV, it's going to be a whole bunch of anime that people don't know about that you're going to talk about and be like, what? Because if you don't dive deep enough or just have it on, you'll never watch it.
But that's why I do teach Me Senpai, which is like exploring that.
Yeah.
Because Sarita would have never watched any of the mangas that we're watching because we're watching Ascendance of a Bookworm, which is literally if she was in a manga or in an anime.
I got you. Okay.
And she was also like, well, I love food. And I was like, well, there's a couple that we can watch.
See, yeah.
Like, I'm going to save Food Wars for her for like when I think we can do it.
I watched the first episode of Food Wars and I was like, Jay, get out. I don't know what they're doing, but you cannot watch this. The food's really good. That's all. Just leave. Just
but they have that, but they also have Restaurant in Another World, which is like this thing where there's this door that pops up like once a week in all of these different worlds. And it leads to this restaurant and they all just come and eat and that's literally
dope. Harry Potter with doors going
basically
into, that's pretty dope.
Or Narnia or something
right
like
okay, so check this out.
Let's do it.
Time Paradox Ghostwriter, written by Kenji Ichime. Yeah, either way, so the premise is it's I think he's either college age or might be like 18, 19. I don't know, college age. He's a manga writer. He sucks. But one night, I don't know if like lightning hits his microwave or something happens. His microwave dings, starts popping out manga from like 20 years in the future. Fire ass manga. So he's like, dang, that's 20 years in the future. I could write that now and people would love it because I don't even know who the writer is or none of that. You know what I mean? So he starts basically copying this manga that pops up because it's a new chapter every day or every other couple days or something that pops up in his microwave. And he's like, okay, bet. Write this, submit that, write this, submit that. So his one shot gets hot and he's like, oh shit, people love it. And then as he's gaining popularity for his one shot, it's like a group of writers and stuff that want to help him. Like, hey, your manga's finna be the new hot thing. Let's get this off the ground. One of the people ends up being the author of the manga that he's copying. And it's a chick. And he's like, oh my gosh, I can't like, I'm not doing your stuff justice because he got like a complex of like, I'm just not that good. And I'm not doing it any justice.
Good hands.
That's good. So it's just, and it's like a continuing progression of that. And she's acting like, I know what you did, but I don't know what you did at the end of the day. So it's like she acted like she does, but she really don't know. She just like, I've never wrote it, but that's something I've been working on. And he like, well, I don't want to write it if that's something you've been working on. She said, no, go ahead. Do it. I'm here to support you. Like it's the weirdest thing because it's like, the enemy supporting the enemy.
So in that,
go ahead.
Have you? And then I want you to give him a a breakdown on Kaiju number 8 because that's something I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
But I need you to give him a breakdown.
Okay.
So have you read Bakuman?
I've heard the name.
Like the old show back in the day with the pop-up toys.
No, that's Bakugan.
Oh, Bakugan was a shit. But go ahead.
Bakuman is basically kind of what you're saying, but it's just more realistic. It's literally a manga
about people
being
writing.
great.
Yes, I have seen
and
that.
like
I've
getting
seen
their anime and everything goes.
Is it good?
It's good.
Okay, I want to try.
I mean,
that
I
out
never
too.
finished because
I
like
stopped
it
reading
was
Ghost Rider
like,
too.
it was a lot.
It
but,
is. It's
But I promise y'all.
intricacies.
Here's the thing. I promise to dedicate my time, and Devin will also dedicate his time as possible. He's a family man, as I am, but I don't have a child at the moment.
all right.
I'm free.
But you ain't finna read no manga with your free time.
Yeah,
Oh,
Will.
dang. I believe in you, Pat.
I believe in you,
I want to try the Jujutsu Kaisen.
It-
That's the one.
okay.
They just put all the chapters on there. Shonen Jump has released all of them for the members.
It's finished.
Nah, it ain't finished. It's ongoing, but they had to, like where I said they cut off at like 40 chapters or something. I think theirs cut off at like 20 or 30. So now they got them all though.
So check it out.
Check it out.
What I'm saying is I'll dedicate ourselves to catching up on a lot of these different things because that's the part of this medium I want to bring to y'all because there's so much that you don't know about
Man, a whole bunch.
and so much that we don't know about. That was a weird, I don't know, I had like burp, breathe at the same time. But I want to bring that to y'all so that way we can like start breaking down like, hey, Devin, did you read,
Man, right? Yeah.
Chair in the Middle of the Barn?
Right. Like, what? Yeah.
Like it was amazing. So we're gonna bring that to y'all and do more of that. But yeah, now tell them about Kaiju number 8.
Man, all right. So Kaiju number 8, y'all. I want to say it's like a cross of animes that we've seen before, but I don't know. So basically, all right. The premise is the main character. I can't remember his name. It's him and this girl. They grow up in this town where basically they have disasters from kaijus. Kaijus are like big monsters. I feel
Godzilla.
like, kaijus is a normal term now. So it's Godzilla, but they look like skeletons. Mix Godzilla with Bleach, you've got kaijus. So it's kaijus that attack.
So like Pacific Rim.
Almost.
Or like Bleach. I'm just messing like I'm just saying
So,
like whatever. But no, wait,
you got?
hold on.
Go.
I was just gonna say when we do that, we always need to make sure we give those people the connecting point. So if you got a Pacific Rim or if you think about something that like I tell people all the time, like if you were watching Baywatch for any reason other than the slow-mo scenes.
I don't think I've ever seen
I don't know if I've watched Baywatch either, but I've seen
let me
it.
think.
I know about
what
Baywatch.
else would it be? What else would be a better example of what's something people watch nowadays just for sexy looking people? Flavor of Love, or even
Island.
if you watch that, or if somebody watched those kind of shows,
Yeah.
that's what I equate fan service to. I'm
Fair
like,
enough.
if you watch that and you see it and you like, oh, what they twerking for?
Mm-hmm.
Same difference. It's just animated. So,
Agreed. That's fair.
but
Fairy
we try to
tale,
make
I put
those
it.
connections.
Yeah. Cool.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Main character and the chick.
Mhm.
They grow up in a town. Their town's destroyed by kaijus. They're like, all right, we're going to join the defense force. Defense force fights the kaijus. They get these special suits, augments their strengths and all this, that, the third. They got special weapons and special guns and stuff. So they rank the kaijus. They're like no Jews, kaijus and stuff. I think kaiju is the biggest one. All right, so it's a new recruit that's joining the force that the main character works for. The main character basically cleans the guts and stuff after the defense force kills the kaiju. So he's the cleanup crew.
I was going to say, so of course
Yeah.
he ends up with not the job he
Exactly.
wanted and
The chick
inspired.
ends up with the job that they both wanted. She's a badass while he's cleaning up everything she's killing.
Yeah.
And he's in his 30s now, so he's just like, I've taken the test so many times to get there, I'm not going to do it no more. New recruit comes in, he's like, come on, master, don't give up. Like, if you give up, you just weak, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. So him and the new recruit, they cool. At the end of the first chapter, main character saves the new recruit. Ends up hurting himself real bad. They're both in the hospital, and out of nowhere, main character turns into a kaiju. Human sized though, but turns into a full blown kaiju. He doesn't know what's going on. He's looking at the the new recruit, he like, what's wrong with me? New recruit screaming his fucking head off. Like, that's the comedy portion of it. New recruit screaming his head off. Then there's an old lady that comes in. She drops all her stuff. She's like, oh, my gosh. And that's how the first chapter ends. But it's basically going to be a story of how the main character, who is now a person who can transform into a kaiju itself, nobody knows but him and the new recruit. New recruit's like, you can't use your powers in the test to join the defense force. He's like, I might have to, though. He's like, well, they gonna kill you if they see
like,
you
immediately.
You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
just it's shenanigans on top of shenanigans. I think I stopped at like chapter 5 maybe, but it's getting good. It's really interesting. They got the comedy elements down pat. The action look like it's gonna be dope. Like the defense
And we're only,
force
I think, what,
shoots.
8 or 9 chapters in
Yeah,
right
it's
now?
like a total of 8 or 9, maybe even 7.
Which means whenever we tell you this is an alert.
yeah.
If you can start something when it starts, if it gets
Yes.
past, let me make sure I speak correctly,
You got it.
30 to 40 chapters, you're almost guaranteed an anime. Almost.
That's that's almost fair.
30 to 40?
30 to 40, because that's almost a year. You have to realize that chapters come out
every
a week.
Yeah.
So if you get up to 52 chapters, and I mean, I could say 52 is the barometer, but I feel like a lot of them have got it within that 40 mark, like when they know, and they say like, we'll do it next year. So by the time they come back around, they'll be at like 70 episodes. So like the first arc will be what they animate.
Right,
and then that's
fair
when,
enough.
and that's also, I tell people, because we did a whole manga episode where I was explaining this is the things you need to kind of look for if you want to start an anime, because you can be severely disappointed if an anime ends up only having 10 to 12 episodes. But because go ahead, go ahead, tell them what we just did to you.
I can't believe these guys. So
There's a spinoff
of My Hero. If y'all are not reading My Hero Academia, My Hero Vigilantes, yo. All right, listen. This is the thing. For somebody, I got 2 different sides. For somebody on my right, being Joe, that loves slice of life, I don't see how he could not like My Hero. If you are a My Hero fan, My Hero Vigilantes is nothing but add-on. It's filler that you don't need, but it's filler that is absolutely beautiful because you get 2
Here's my thing.
separate sides of
if
their
I'm coming,
world, bro.
If I'm coming, like by the time I'm coming for some anime
I'm listening.
and some manga, My Hero Academia type stuff, that's what I want. If I want the slice of life, that's where I'm starting.
But let me tell you this. If they animated My Hero Vigilantes, I guarantee you the stuff that happens in there looks so dope. You would almost... No, I won't say you want to watch it over My Hero.
No.
That's a stretch. But it's...
Because this
it's
is more
damn
like...
good.
Because they don't have... Wait, they do have powers, right? Or
They do. They're the vigilante side. So it's
Okay,
all
that's
the
what I
people.
thought.
It's all the people that didn't
Okay,
go
that's what
through
I
the
thought.
school. So they're not supposed to be using their powers, but guess
Okay.
what?
Because I couldn't remember if it was that or if it was like the people without powers. Like there's more
wrong
than
with y'all,
Deku.
man? No, it
You know
is
what?
more than
I'll tell you this.
Deku.
I will try it out.
Try it out.
I'll try it out and
I
get
will
back to
say
you.
you got to get past
Patrick,
the first couple
we'll
of chapters.
do the first couple chapters. We'll get back to
Oh, I
it.
don't have to.
You don't have to.
look at
You already
this
did?
guy.
Because I mean, like I've already, like I said,
Yeah, come talk to them.
I may not read it, but I
But you
know
listen.
about it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, like a lot of the stuff is pretty cool. Like I know about the main character's power. and
Yeah,
how he
yeah.
Flies and slides around.
Okay.
And now he can actually fly, right?
He can fly now.
Because his mom traumatized him, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So,
yeah.
And that's the thing. Like
Yeah.
I know what I be talking about. It's just like I
Bro.
can't read it.
But what? Okay.
That was funny though. 'cause,
What
like, I
is it
actually
that
saw
you
those
don't
scenes.
like about it?
It's not that I don't like it.
Okay.
It's just like when you showed me, I was just like, you
It's
know,
okay.
It's okay. It
Fair
did.
enough.
It hadn't really done anything like super crazy. I know that they just put him in Endeavor. together.
Yo, and that's when Endeavors. That's the thing. They bring in some of the heroes
And the
that
Aizawa fight was good too.
Let me. Okay. So Devin, how long have you been reading My Hero Academia? Were you reading like?
I started my hero. I've been reading it since it started. I want to say actually, since they started. If it's anything that's current, I've been reading it since it started.
Because like when they got to and they've animated like this last season, like I was pretty far ahead at that point. Like I had stopped though, so I need to catch up with that because I stopped when they were doing their next class tests.
Yeah. Those are some of the most boring arcs.
But the revelation of, one for all being anyway.
Yeah.
We'll break that down one day. But so the thing that I think that I was most interested by them animating at that point was I was like, man, it's a lot of good pieces here, but some of this is slow.
Animated. Yeah.
After they save Eri, it's so slow.
It is.
No.
So for the festival, is slow.
That festival was boring for me.
Because especially, and I get it because
that
we've just done
romance thing.
oh, no. That's what I was trying to get to. I lost my whole train of thought. What I was actually trying to ask you more about is the initial Endeavor reveal of him trying to be a better person. I felt like
the way Endeavor so much slack, and I don't even think it's necessary.
I mean, no.
This is the thing. I get it. I get what he's done, and I get that he was a dick. But the thing is, it's not like he coming back like, oh, I'm a great guy. No, he's still a dick. He's just trying to do better. You know what I mean? It's not like,
and that's the thing, though.
I hated that.
And this is this is why we probably all disagree on this.
I'm listening.
This is why we got you.
Like when I look at that and I look at Endeavor and I see Endeavor and then I think about all the things that he's done and read because I actually did have to read a couple of those things.
Yeah.
Because I had to go and actually find it for myself what was going on.
Right.
But I don't know, man. He seems like, to me, I know I did some messed up shit. Like, I know I did.
Right.
And I'm not saying that this shit is going to make it right, but damn it, I'm going to keep doing it until something right come from it.
That's
and
fair.
that's what I get. I don't get that they're like, oh, we're trying to make him this new patron saint. No.
Well, no, but that's that's a little bit of what they tried to do. And given the whole man, listen. When I was reading that part, I was like, get fudge out of here.
Because this is my thing. I just feel like they need to have like a tournament or something for the next number one. Because Endeavor's great. I don't think he's deserving to be the number one hero.
Do you think it's supposed to be Hawk?
No.
No.
Hawks is legit as fuck. I love Hawks.
Hawks is legit.
I love Hawks. But
Hawk
he
is
doesn't.
especially.
No.
Listen.
Hey,
Secret
He's a beast.
agent.
Dude's a beast, man.
Hawk,
Hawk,
listen.
When they introduced Hawks, I was like, oh, new favorite character time? Or,
he cold.
But not quite.
It was
He's a beast.
This is the first time I think that the main character is that's it. That's all I need. Deku is
yeah.
Todoroki could be number 2 for me, just because I'm always into the elemental users.
Okay.
Especially if you're the ice guy.
That's a good
If
question.
you're the ice guy, I'm there.
Top 3 My Hero characters.
Deku.
All encompassing. That's current heroes and heroes in training.
Okay, Deku, Todoroki, and dang, what is her name? Make stuff with her.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's a good team.
That's my 3.
What you got, Pat?
My team should already be.
Deku, Baku.
I am going straight power. I'm Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki. I need nothing else.
I thought you was gonna say
dang,
Lord,
that's interesting.
All Might.
No, I don't need that.
When y'all hear mine, y'all gonna be like, really?
No, what you got?
All right, this is in no order. These are just my 3. What's dude's name? Little buddy that could slide through the
Ultimillion or
Lemillion.
Lemillion. Oh, I didn't think about him.
Aizawa, Eraserhead.
Okay.
Who would be my 3rd?
I'm not mad at that team.
Who is my 3rd? My 3rd would have to be I'd probably pick Midoriya. I'd probably pick Midoriya for my 3rd.
And I mean, you just gotta look at the people who are making 8 teams. Like me, I'm going for straight power. I want to crush you in the first 30 seconds. I don't want to have to.
Fair enough.
See, that is okay.
Fight.
Okay,
like
we can end the episode on this.
Okay.
And we'll let them go. Oh, man, y'all are gonna love this because we can see we have so many branching conversations that we can do.
Man.
If you could be an anime character, who do you think best fits you?
Naruto.
Best fits me?
Best fits you.
Naruto.
I could see Pat being a Naruto.
I could see Pat being a Naruto. You are charming, and you do make people follow you just by your will to not quit.
Naruto.
That's
Okay.
fair. Damn.
Hokage stamped it. Bam.
That's a tough one.
He said Hokage stamped that.
Man, I don't know. You go first, Joe. I gotta think. I don't know.
Mob.
Mob Psycho. I've never watched it.
It is amazing.
Is it
The
good?
second
No.
season is ridiculous.
Oh my goodness! But I'm Mob. Okay. Mob literally embodies everything that, like, you know, when we did those posts the other day for Facebook, I'm Mob. Like, I'm literally like, I'm happy most times until you mess with people I care about.
Damn.
Or me.
My flame was hotter.
Yeah, I know. Your flame was the hottest. Pause.
Sheesh almighty. So it's like I got a few running through my head. The first one that pops up is Saitama from One Punch Man.
Really?
I could see that. You so reluctant, just like yeah.
It's like, oh, it's a disaster now.
We can have this fight.
God,
I'd rather go get some ice cream.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what's funny? That's the
100%.
similar thing about both of us. I asked Prima Diva, also known as my wife, for those of you who don't know who Prima Diva is. She was like, yeah, if you were an anime character, you'd probably be the reluctant hero that doesn't want to save anybody, but yeah, I gotta do it.
Man, no lie.
Like, and then if people come and mess with people you care about, it's a problem. And I said, like, the thing about that though is I will be OP in that sense. If you like, I've always thought about this. Mm-hmm. Here's why I would tell people never to mess with my family. That's my limiter. That's my seal.
That's your Krillin dying.
Like, period. Well, I'm not even gonna be like Goku. Like, I'm going full law-abiding citizen behind people I care about. Like, I will dare. Like, you literally didn't win if you capture somebody that I care about. So here's your choices. You can let them go, and I kill you, or you can kill them, and I kill you worse. Like, either way, I'm not finna sit up here and do this whole, don't do it, don't save him. Choose how you want to die. Like, yeah, I might lose whoever, but we not, like, either way you're dying because you thought this was a great idea, villain.
I mean, that I would be totally different with it. Like, I'd be the character, like, standing on top of the roof, like, hey, man, it's been 3 years and ain't nobody popped off nothing. Like, can we get into a fight? I'm gonna throw a penny down from the top of this building and see who say something.
That's some Goku type
He's
stuff.
not, like, Patrick is dead. And then the first big, yep, it's time. Boom, 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 boom.
Man.
Like, me and Devin just like, look, man,
like,
I just want to go get some ramen.
World, I would definitely be a Kakashi.
I can see that.
Yeah, I've been told that I'm Kakashi.
Like,
No, it's a Choji. Choji.
You're more Choji than I am.
Tsunade
You are way more Choji than I am.
So we had an RPS.
Shino.
We had an RPS tournament to see who would be
For those
which
who
one
don't
of the
know, it's
Sunning.
rock, paper, scissors. I lost. I'm
And he is Tsunade.
Who else? Someone else lost.
Devin lost, but
Orochimaru.
he is the
I may
comparable
have
second,
lost.
Orochimaru.
I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna live forever.
Good point. You're the only. Well, no. Ha! You dead.
I'm dead.
You
But
dead.
you
dead.
a whole clone
I have
body.
clones.
One.
There were more. They just
Were there
didn't-
more?
Yeah.
Did they kill him all?
I think I got rid of a bunch of them. He was the only one that was like the most successful one, like the one that actually.
Okay.
Nah, whatever. You're dead.
He's still alive.
It's okay.
He's still alive.
My
somewhere.
teachings still live on in Naruto.
Okay, last thing, because I want to get this off.
Here we go.
Get it out my chest. Boruto sucks.
The
Dig
anime,
away.
yes. Manga, absolutely not.
Boruto in general.
I will not agree with
Okay,
y'all.
and this-
I can't
Listen,
do it.
okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
Can't do
This is where we'll have a small debate. So, here's why I hate it.
I'm listening.
First and foremost, the author,
Okay.
great guy.
You met him?
Well, yeah, we talked a couple times. We talk on the phone all the time. Itadakimasu.
you and
It's
Tabata.
how I call him. So him and the original creator of Naruto work together, and then they tell him, "Hey, he doesn't want to continue the series. You don't have to make a sequel. It's not a sequel, but you can continue the story.
Right.
It's a sequel." And then that's how they flipped him, and then they locked him into the contract of having to now build a story in two different ways because they wanted to just start Boruto for whatever reason. Like, and it's friends will save us.
It's more money. It's,
you know,
it's a new IP. You know what
no,
I mean?
I get it. It's just like you can let some things die and end.
Well,
like the 100-year guide, like they got to it in the anime.
Right.
Like that is literally the only thing that was good when they go to find when Sarada's like, you ain't my mom, Karen's my mom.
That was good. It was good.
Like because the original author
yeah.
did that. That was from the only thing he did was that little run.
Really?
He had
for a while, Sarada was fucking Karen's daughter. You couldn't tell
Nigga,
me.
you couldn't tell me
Yeah.
shit
Couldn't
either.
tell
That
me,
ain't
like, she got
Sakura
glasses?
Kid, bro. But no, the thing that really just does it for me about Boruto is more along the lines of like
time travel. They jumped the shark and I was at it.
Man, this
I'm
is
like,
the
get
thing.
outta here.
I get it, but
No, you know what I
It's a
get?
new generation.
It's so
It's
no,
a
it's
ninja
so
village.
bad. It was so terrible that you had to go back in time so you could get the characters that we like, so we'd come back.
that's the point, though. Because the thing is, this is the thing. Boruto is like a fucking smash hit overseas. The younger kids love it. They do all that other shit so they can bring old heads like us back. Like, oh shit, that's Jiraiya? How Jiraiya meeting Boruto? Like, and now we interested for a whole arc. They got your money
but
for that
also
arc.
and also too, like what a lot of people don't think about is like
So much.
my dislike with it is it felt like almost directly after Naruto.
No, it was directly after.
Okay, so I'm not tripping because
Okay,
at one
no.
point in time, I remember him being like one episode would go off and then it come on.
All right,
it was directly like they had the last episodes lined up. Like I told you, he had already done the 100-year guiding or 7-year guiding where they were showing, you know, Naruto as Hokage. They basically like paralleled the first chapter where he was messing up Naruto was messing up the Hokage's face with Boruto and wanting his same attention from his dad kind of thing. And then they went into the whole little thing about Sarada, and you kind of seeing like, oh, okay, this is really cool. Oh, good God. They gave them like a little breakdown of everybody older with their kids. The character designs were great.
Right.
They had to change character designs. I hope you know this. Because it was super over sexualized for like 13-year-old kids.
imagine.
It was so weird.
I can imagine.
Really?
Oh,
I feel like this-
you can look at the original way he used to draw him versus how they have
And
him
this
in the series
was
and stuff.
Boruto?
Now. Boruto, yeah.
Because I saw the original cover. Well, I saw the original art for like Naruto and
Yeah.
Sasuke and them, and they were trash.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Naruto looked cool.
But anyway, long
Naruto
story short,
design
we
could've
both hate Boruto.
This is what I will challenge y'all to do. Read the Boruto.
I
No.
did.
And you still hated it?
I liked certain parts.
Of course.
When
but
they
it's-
finally got to not Momoshiki, because that was because the manga is like,
it's completely different.
wait, is it it's ahead. It is ahead because they had to go back in time with the manga or whatever. But
this is the crazy thing. The manga and the anime are completely, in my opinion, two separate entities because they have done nothing the same yet.
I have a much better
Nothing.
setup. Like I have so many setups for this.
Listen, Patrick, go read Boruto and tell me you don't like the manga. Because what would you prefer if you did? Manga or anime for Boruto?
Oh, if you gonna do it, I'd do the manga.
Agreed.
I don't know why they have it split. Well, I know why they have it split like that, but it makes no sense.
Because they
so
didn't want to
dumb.
stop. Because
It's
the thing
dumb.
was they did not want to lose the momentum of losing a Naruto. So they just started with Boruto, and since the manga and the anime were starting at the same time, they had to give us like everything is filler.
Yeah,
And it's technically not filler because they're existing together so we can get to where they are. But they didn't have anything, so they went through that first little series of like, the power of friendship compels us kind of crap.
right.
Then they went to the only good part, the Gaiden, and then they went into the Boruto movie.
Yeah.
They literally pulled a Dragon Ball Super, which like the first thing was Battle of the Gods.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Battle of the Gods and Resurrection F.
Yeah. I
Like-
used to think
But I
they was the
mean,
same
like-
movie.
But it made them canon, so I'll give them that much.
But the thing that kills me the most is the fact that with Boruto, it's like they didn't have to make it Boruto.
No,
They didn't.
Listen,
They
Could have
didn't.
just made
I
a
agree.
Naruto on them and them
I
learning
agree.
and having a deal in the political situation.
Naruto being
no, or
a
even that. Like I
Hokage.
had whole
Yeah, I agree.
kinds of different ideas because
I
they
agree.
had so many different things that they didn't like really get to finish. In the sense that like you could have done things with Shikamaru, which would have been because you never really gave a lot of the characters their shine in terms of the things that they could do in their developments. The way the families are connected, I would have started the series with Suma's daughter, personally.
That would have been good. That would have been good. I agree.
Yeah.
because he's the direct line of a Hokage.
Or you could have started the series with Konohamaru being the Hokage
That's
and
the
being
thing.
enough time in the future to where like, well, what happened to Naruto? And like,
They downplayed him so bad when they came back. Like Konohamaru, yes, he teaches his like Naruto's son. Like that's cool, but it's like
yeah, but he also
it's a
uses
whole
the
grandkid.
stupid. He uses the tech,
technology.
and it's like,
but he
no,
doesn't need it. He
Like,
shouldn't need it.
He should not like.
But I
Naruto
and that's the
literally
thing,
taught
like-
him Rasengan.
I remember that. But go ahead, Pat.
It's just too
That's
much.
what I'm
Like it's just too much. Like with the whole ninja tools and stuff now being like
It is a
actual
lot.
attacks. It's like
But I don't like what they're trying to do, which is basically make it modernized in the sense like,
That
okay,
is
they
what it
finally
is.
got into technology, which is cool, but is this the way that you have to do it? Which is why I'm saying like it would have been better if you had just fast forwarded so far to where we're like, okay,
Naruto's
this
not
would have
even here.
been the natural progression,
That's fair. I get that.
like something. But, you know,
this is the
that's
thing.
what I'm like.
To your point about letting other people shine, like the light novels that they got are Shonen Jump. Go get it. The light novels, I've read at
They
least 3
just
of
now
them.
came out with those.
They
But
did,
that's
and those-
because.
But no, that's the thing. They were written before.
Oh,
They
well,
just
they're
now
not-
putting them on Shonen
wait,
Jump.
but they're also not canon.
They won't be. They can't let them. Like if they made those things filler versus like all the other shit that they try to do, you got plenty of filler to work off of just from the light novels alone. Like after the war ended,
Yeah.
it's so much stuff that happens. Like Sasuke going on his fucking trip to meet these fucking KK Genkai users that ain't nobody heard of. Like it's so much stuff that goes on
They
afterwards.
animated
This is
Did they?
No, not yet.
I was about to say I haven't seen that.
when they went into like the little blood.
No, different.
No,
That's a different one.
More than there are other
Yeah.
families, and that's what they're saying.
Like it's
and
so
not
much
canon.
stuff. It's so much stuff, bro.
Also,
Like,
let me tell y'all this random, and then we'll end
okay,
because they'll be wondering.
right.
Well, they won't wonder because it's just like I said. This is the Hokage. This is a crossover event. Sometimes they're a little longer than the normal episodes. Oh man, I lost my train of
Pokemon is
thought.
great.
Yeah, Pokemon is great.
Getting them shinies
Um,
like a mug. I'm just saying.
You know, I never really noticed that Sasuke didn't have his arm.
I peeped game on that, but then they said, "How's that arm working for you?" And one of the light novels, he was like, "That's okay," but it's not there, Sasuke,
But he doesn't use it. He has one,
and he just don't never
but
put it on.
But once, because at their
Like,
last fight,
doing.
he lost his arm, and to atone and amend for himself, I was like, oh, he don't have an arm. Like I just assumed because they showed Naruto with
I was
his
about to say
arm.
Naruto rocking that arm. Go
I
get
didn't
your
know
arm.
they
Their
both
arm
had
wrapped
lost
up,
their
though.
arms.
That ain't no arm that you just seeing out.
That's fair, but it's there.
But actually, it should have been because the way they made it seem is that the first Hokage's regenerative cells
yeah.
just gave him a new
My
arm.
thing is, it's gonna just look like Donzo arm without the eyes in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
In my opinion, that's what I saw.
No, I don't want that.
I mean, it might work perfectly fine, but like,
I don't want that at
Shit.
all.
you all up on Hinata grabbing on something.
Man, that's why
Oh,
that motherfucker
that's
wrapped
weird.
up, so you ain't gotta feel that.
Oh,
rough.
also, that's another thing that Boruto did.
okay.
They disrespected the goddess Hinata.
How?
So, in what way?
You know what? I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna say
Man.
they changed designs.
Oh,
And I'm like,
She's a
that-
mom now.
yeah.
it doesn't matter.
She left her thottery ways in the past.
Yeah.
She had no
man.
such stottery ways. She
In her-
was not an
in her
Eno.
Never had thottery ways.
Oh,
She was no Eno.
she wasn't. You right.
And
Hey,
actually,
but
you
Eno
know,
was one of them
10 probably
girls-
get down with the get down.
I was gonna say 10 before Eno was probably one of them girls that like stayed at the house, played with the flowers. You ain't getting my flower unless you're the
Who?
boy. Eno.
Man, whatever. Eno was dollar bills, y'all. She was the
she was
high
all
school.
over Sasuke.
She's the high school girl dating the college kid.
Fool, you talk about Tamari.
But Tamara was older than them, wasn't
Tamari was just Tamari was like, nah, I won't.
she? She the
If you bought your brains, if you like, that's Tamari.
because that's how she could move. She Kamara got him.
Sakura was that one girl that chased around and ate
I'm out of here.
That
Like, also rewatching.
fuck Rachel.
I like Sasuke,
Fuck Rachel twice.
but
I think Sasuke. I
He
mean, I
is
think
trash.
Sakura and Naruto would have been a better couple.
I don't. But I think Sakura's
They would have made for
trash.
better kids.
I think Sakura's trash and Sasuke's trash in terms of their character development.
Yeah,
because
even in the light novels, they don't give them
Like
great development.
Sasuke or Sakura in and of herself should have been stronger.
She is really strong.
But
She
it's like
is, but
she
they
don't tap
downplay her
enough.
in
Yeah.
every chance they got. And like
Yeah, they don't
I
let her
was
tap
because Prima even said it
They-
initially. I was
and
like,
that's-
yeah,
They
they
downplay
do.
her like they downplay Sasuke and Boruto.
But then that
Yes.
comes to the fans too. Like you gotta just know. You gotta.
Well, I know because that's what a lot, and
And
that's
I be
the other,
waiting
that is the
for it.
only thing that I hate about
Yeah, I be like, give it
manga
to me.
anime is it's literally most times a popularity contest.
Yeah,
So if I
always.
like somebody and I'm showing you I'm liking them, then that's who we giving a spotlight for. And I'm not like, even though I, as an author, mangaka, like wanted this person to be this,
Right.
my editor's gonna tell me, "Hey, fam,
This is
we
who
need
they
to
like.
focus, back on Goku."
For
'Cause,
Leon and all.
Akira Toriyama again had
the
the
same
plan.
thing.
His whole plan was to make Gohan the new main character,
Yep. Leave Goku dead.
but
But no.
popularity
They can't
was
do
like,
it.
nah.
And then you get Goten.
I don't.
Who wants Goten? Who wants Goten?
I would like Goten because the way they keep making him in Trunks, like it don't make no sense. You stronger
want-
than Gohan.
I don't want them fusing all the way up till they graduate high school though. Like, why are they 18 and the best move they got is still fusion?
But that was GT though, and GT
Yeah,
is.
that's
I'm
fair.
so glad it wasn't canon.
I like GT.
I mean, you can say it's not canon, but we know GT is canon.
It should
It's
be.
not.
If
It
they
is.
if they go ahead and give
That-
Goku Super
you know what they
Saiyan
did in
4,
Super?
we good.
Here's how much
Dimensionals.
not canon it is. It's probably maybe canon in some other world, but like here's what they
yeah.
did, and it was the funniest thing in the
It's
world.
canon on Jiren's world.
And also, you know what else makes me sad? My favorite character is not canon.
Ooh.
PyCon.
Gogeta.
Oh yeah, that's bull.
He is canon.
In
He's not.
GT.
No, he's canon
He's not.
in the Broly movie.
Oh yeah, they finally did it. I forgot they did make him canon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot. He's finally canon. He's finally canon, but he
when will
wasn't
we-
until then.
When will we ever see Broly in in the anime though?
I don't know.
Oh, Broly,
They
ever,
just defeated
Broly
Broly.
has what? 4 movies? Bio Broly.
No,
Broly, Second
But those
Coming.
3 are all not canon.
But it don't matter,
The last one with Gogeta made both of them canon
This
in
is
the same
my
movie.
thing. Go ahead and bring him in. That's what everybody waiting for though. Broly can be he don't even got to be a bad guy.
He's not.
And that's the thing that the
Not anymore.
Right.
Did you see the movie?
I love the movie.
Yeah, so he's not a bad guy no more.
They changed it and they made it to where like
Because he's canon. That movie is
Yeah.
canon.
Like, can we go to his fucking planet? Can we bring him here?
Oh,
to fight
speaking of which,
some
canon
folks?
Goku actually
means
took him to a different planet so he could just be alone and not be stressed.
yeah. And then he came out to see him. Like was like, yo,
Yeah.
let's
You sense my Kai over
spot.
here fighting Moro. You
But-
sense it.
But you got to think Broly isn't like as adept with as them as fighters.
and he can also transport. And it's also a plot device. We'll bring him in later.
That's
Right,
true.
it's like,
That's true.
If we
That's
need
fair.
him, we will go get him. He does
For
not
y'all who
come
doesn't
here.
know what canon means it's like it happened. There's filler that did not happen at all. Like you'll see an episode where they go to the beach. It literally has nothing to do with anything. It's just an episode filler, so you won't miss for that week. But anyway, remember, follow me on the Instagram at Gray Area Anime. You can follow me on Twitter at Gray Area Anime 1. We have a Facebook page, Gray Area Anime. Go like, comment, subscribe. And then we also have, oh, wait, I didn't know what you were doing. I didn't know if you were like breathing or I don't know what you're doing. Anyway, also hit up the email, grayareaanime@gmail.com for any suggestions. If you want to come on as a guest or anything like that, Shonen Jump, hit us up. Please sponsor us. Hashtag sponsor Gray Area Anime. It's going to happen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll come to Japan.
In a hot second.
Follow me on Facebook and name and say it like Pat.
Why did you hold your breath to do that?
I don't know.
Is this Hunter x Hunter?
It was more
Are you the
dramatic.
chameleon guy?
Oh, talk about stuff I don't know, man.
That did nothing. That literally
not
did.
have finished.
I'm
He watched it on
behind so
Netflix.
much.
That's where you were.
I have a secret I don't
I
want to
finished
tell
it on
y'all.
Netflix.
Wait. What's the secret?
Never watched the episode of Gundam.
You ain't never seen G Gundam.
Of what?
When I tell y'all,
You never watched any of them?
can I tell y'all the only exposure I've had for Gundam was when I moved to Japan and they had like the little figurines you could put together in the mall. That's the most I know about Gundam. That's it. That's all. Never watched nor read.
None of
nothing.
them? Not Iron Blooded Orphans?
Not a
Not
thing.
Gundam Wing?
But can I be honest? I've never for myself been like kaijus and stuff, big mechs and all that. It's never been my stilo.
So
Okay,
Gundam,
now I know what we're doing. I tell you this, watch. Should we make them watch
G Gundam.
G Gundam or
G
Gundam Wing?
Gundam.
G Gundam is so much
Okay.
better.
But
I'm
Gundam
willing.
Wing is the best.
Gundam Wing. See, and that was my thing.
Gundam
I didn't know
Wing- no.
the differences.
So Gundam Wing is the one with the most intense storyline.
And it's
Okay.
slice of life a little bit, but the fights are it's super slice of life. Hero. And she just be so like it's literally like watching a novella.
Okay.
Or
Like G Gundam though.
G Gundam is like
So
the,
are they
the-
connected at any
No.
point? None of them are connected. Okay, see, that's
well,
what
some
always
of them
makes-
are.
Some
Gundam Wing, Endless Waltz. That's a movie. There's like
Gundam
the first
00.
two. Yeah, I was going to say the first two of those are connected, and then outside of that, the rest of them is just different stories.
Just give me a list. Y'all tell me what Gundams I need to watch. I'm gonna get it done.
G Gundam off rip.
Okay.
Yeah, off rip, then Gundam Wing.
G Gundam.
Because you are gonna
But yeah,
love-
so give them your underscore.
Oh.
Just Will.
And then
underscore.
underscore. That's Instagram. Devin Wilson on Facebook. DEVIN.
And the Gotei 3, Young Toshiro.
Ichigo.
Kenpachi's here.
We'll see you next time. Peace.